Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are here. UFC 319 just finished. One of, to my knowledge, the cards of the year, if I must say. I honestly believe that was one of the most enjoyable fucking cards of the year. It had it written all over it, and it actually delivered. It was one of those cards that actually delivered. I'm going to really skim through the early fights because we've got a lot to fucking pack down in the latter part of the card. Now, that Karine Silva and Barbosa, the women's fight, that was one of the most fucking heinous and putrid examples of terrible judging I've seen of recent memory. I'm pretty sure that Karine girl was paying like $21 by the time the fight ended. So the UFC really need to get on the fucking scoring because people are losing a lot of fucking money of their win bonuses, or just get rid of the win pay rock up and win model and just give them their full purse because you obviously can't trust the judges. Chase Hooper Hernandez, I had money on Chase because he had a pretty good performance in his last fight, but Hernandez just in the last 5 seconds decided he wanted to knock Chase out, and yeah, Chase is always going to be one of those fighters. He's a 50-50 fighter at best. That's the honest truth of it, and that's just how it is. Jessica Andrade and Lupi, that fight was going really well for Lupi for the first 7.5 minutes. Other 7.5, Andrade took over. I don't see Lupi, if she's going to perform like that, ever becoming champ, but she is a good fighter. Andrade, with an extra 2 rounds, wins that fight 10 times out of 10, in my opinion. Gerald Meerschaert probably should get cut from the UFC. Olenjacek, if that's his name, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. He absolutely fucking belted Meerschaert. Meerschaert needs to hang it up or go to the PFL. Either one. I'm telling you, I'm running through these really quickly because these are nothing fights in the scheme of things. Suzuki versus Eric Nolan. This one was interesting because I had money on Nolan. And I think Nolan was doing really well. And this is when I realised that the UFC commentary has taken a real fucking massive dive because they were just hog riding Suzuki the whole first round, and Nolan was putting it on him. He won that round, and I don't know. Obviously that Suzuki is really good, but I'm not sold that he's the next thing yet. I need to see more of him. I need to see, and obviously he fought on 4 days' notice, so I'm being a bit harsh. But this happens all the time in the UFC. Dana picks a fighter he likes, and they run with it. Give him a storyline. He's got the storyline now. And they'll put him on another card really soon with like a really good matchup. Probably a nice striking matchup. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to be interested to see him fight some more. Biggest upset on the card for me was Tim Elliott and Kai Sakura. I thought Asakura was the lock of the night. So shout out to fucking Tim Elliott for doing the damn thing. Michael Venom Page, Jarrett Cannonier. Michael Page just looks fucking horrible to fight. He's just one of the worst fighters to get matched up with. You can't prepare for him. I'd love to see him and Prates in UFC Brazil in Rio. I think Prates called for Leon Edwards, and I seen briefly before I came on here that on X, Michael Venom Page said he's ready to fight Prates in Brazil, which will be amazing. So Geoff Neals, Prates, I have never heard a spinning back elbow sound like that. It sounded like someone got hit with a fucking hammer on the head. It sounded like his skull cracked. It was hell reminiscent to the sound that Cyborg's had made. I think it was in Bellator when he got his fucking head kneed and the front of his face caved in. I don't know if that was Raymond Daniels that did that. I can't remember. But Prates is just a freak. He's a freak. Jeff, hopefully he's alright, because apparently I've never seen him actually put a towel on someone's head so quickly, and I didn't see the cut, so the cut must have been vicious. That was like a career-altering fucking cut. That was a career-altering knockout, sorry. That's one you don't come back the same from. Now, into my 2 fucking big ones of the night or day if you're in Australia, because the UFC hates Australia. Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico. Lerone Murphy, I put a bet on, and I'm pretty sure, what did I put it on at? 16-1. Lerone Murphy first round KO. Now, would I have guessed that it would have been with 1 second of the fight to go? Absolutely not. But the second spinning back elbow of the night landed even harder than Prates's. Incredible. I just felt Lerone was getting so disrespected this whole week. Even in the UFC embeddeds, they were like, Pico. They were fucking hyping him up so much. And the UFC always give Bellator phenoms the hardest fights on entry to the UFC. And not all of them passed the test. And I really didn't think Pico would. Pico is obviously one of the best in Bellator. He's probably going to be like in the top 10 in the UFC. It's just different. The caliber at the... Just call it a spade a spade. Like, you can listen to Weighing In and all of those ones and listen to them glazing all these other fighters because they used to work for these promotions and stuff. But, like, these fighters can't compete with fucking UFC fighters. At the end of the day, the PFL has a different standard of fighter to the UFC. And this fight showed that exact one. Lerone didn't land that by fucking accident. He was getting his timing the whole fight, noticing, oh, Pico's shooting here, he's shooting here, he's getting on the fence, he's shooting, and he timed it fucking perfectly, like a UFC fighter would have. An elite level UFC fighter. Is that Aaron Pico getting fraud checked, in my opinion? No. I don't think Aaron Pico's a fraud. I don't think he's a championship UFC caliber featherweight of the world. I don't think that at all. I think he will linger around the top 10 and he will have incredibly fun fights. I don't think he beats anyone to become champion in the UFC, personally. And I hope Lerone and Volk's just scary to me because he's fucking good. I don't know why I put the money on Murphy first round. I just felt like he was getting disrespected all week. And that always happens when someone's just getting the shit end of the stick all week and someone's getting all the attention. This is when things like this happened, and I could just feel it. I feel bad for Pico because he's fucking wanted this his like whole life, and he's on the big stage, and he had like a promising like 3 or 4 minutes in the first round. It was looking really good. But there's just so many different levels to MMA, and I just don't think that the PFL is even slightly on the level a lot of people think they are. I think it's like, I see PFL fighters, and I don't mean this in any form of disrespectful way. I feel like we're in Australia, if you're watching this from overseas, our biggest promotion in Australia, hands down, is Eternal. It's a breeding ground for UFC talent. It's on UFC Fight Pass. It's like a legitimate feeder league to enter into the UFC. If you do really exceptional in Eternal, you are going to get that call from Contender Series, or you're going to get that call for like a card, or for the UFC. You are. Like, it's a direct feeder lead for the UFC. I honestly think PFL's talent would not be any more than Eternals. And Eternals' talent's phenomenal, but they're not in the next echelon. The only one in that is the UFC. They're the NFL. They're the AFL of the whole of mixed martial arts. There's no competitor. And that's what that Aaron Pico fight just showed. Dricus du Plessis, Khamzat Chimaev. I fucking scored at 41-50. Like, that's how dominant that was. And I was told so many people were talking shit when I was like, oh, this Chimaev is the most dominant fucking person you'll ever see in the octagon. Khamzat Chimaev is the most scary fuck. I'm a bit mad at him because I had him by KO and I would have won $1,100. But it doesn't take away from the fact that as soon as that Arab fucking maniac cunt is across from you, there is zero you can do to prepare for that fucking takedown. He chain wrestles you like a fucking bitch. He treats you like a fucking child bitch. A little child bitch. That's what you are in that cage with him. He treats you like a little kid. Just a fucking white belt. Like, go fucking clean the floors after I'm done beating the shit out of you. This is my octagon. And he just pisses all over you. There's nothing DDP could have done. And at the end, Joe Rogan, they were fucking so off tonight. The commentary's gone to shit with the UFC. But at the end, he's like, oh, you fought really hard. No, he didn't. He tried hard. He didn't fight hard. He absorbed fucking 170 strikes in 2 rounds. He got fucking pumped. I could go as far to say one of those could have even fucking gone a 10-7. He didn't get him that close to going out, so probably not. But I would have given him honestly, I would have given him 4 10-8s. He had 20 seconds of control time in the 5th round That was the extent of that whole fight. Get that through your fucking head. Khamzat Chimaev didn't let DDP let him absorb a single significant strike until maybe the third round or fourth even. And it wasn't even significant. That's just a term they use. It's a term they use. It wasn't of any significance. It was just as he was fucking storming in on one of his legs and just took him down like a child. He treated Dricus du Plessis like a little fucking child. And he's going to do that to every single middleweight in the middleweight division. There is no middleweight. It doesn't matter that RDR's coming up. It doesn't matter. I love Fluffy Hernandez. It does not matter that they are coming up. They are in the wrong era to be in fucking middleweight because there is a demon at the top called Khamzat Chimaev who probably could fuck off to light heavyweight at this point. I wouldn't doubt anything about that cunt. Just anything he wants to do, let him do it. Go to fucking featherweight, cut both your legs off, just wrestle, not coming at you with fucking, just on his stumps. He will kill everybody. He's going to kill everybody. And everyone's like, oh, that's a boring fight. He fucking murdered him. And Mark Goddard, shame on you. Shame on you for fucking letting them up. Khamzat was fucking hitting him. He was improving position every 20 seconds. What did you want? Shame? Was it Mark Goddard? Was it? I don't have a producer. I don't know why I'm looking over there. But fuck that guy. What are you doing? You can't stand him up like that. They all need to be better. From the judges to the reffing. It's ridiculous. Now, you can have a bad night at the office, and I'm sorry, because Mark Goddard probably is one of my favourite referees in the game. I was just doing it because it extends the video a bit. Might get some, hate comments. But no one in the middleweight division is going to beat Khamzat Chimaev. That is the truth of the situation. He could fight Sean Strickland and Israel Adesanya in the same night, back to back. Beat the fuck out of both of them. Who's going to beat him? Please leave it in the comments. Please tell me in the comments who is going to beat Khamzat Chimaev. There's just a lot to unpack with that situation. I just don't... And where does DDP go from here? It throws the whole division in limbo now, because who the fuck's going to want to fight him? I reckon RDR might step up. For sure. That doesn't even have any vape stuff in it. But, yeah, so we'll glaze over the rest of the card a little bit now that I've gotten that off my chest, because that was really built up inside me, because I just can't believe how many people were like, oh, you don't know how fucking good DDP is. You don't know how good DDP... No, you all forgot how fucking dominant Khamzat was, and that's what it is. And now you are all, oh, he didn't really fucking do any damage, this, that. No, he fucking killed him. I've never, ever, ever seen that dominant a performance, probably easily in a title fight. He had 20 seconds of semi-success. He didn't even fucking land anything. He hit him with fucking 2 strikes of note the whole fight for 25 minutes. You're middleweight champion of the world. So maybe think before you fucking talk next time, or ask a professional. I'm not a professional, but ask one. But do you know what? I can't be bothered going through the rest of the card. I got shit to do, but that's just my take on it. I wanted to gloat a little bit because I love Khamzat. And yeah, leave your comments, leave your thoughts on the fights today in the comments. Ciao.